Do you enjoy discovering that what you thought you knew is in fact a lie? Is that a process that you enjoy going through? Hmm. For most people, the answer is no. We don't enjoy that, and that's why most people should never get into the line of skepticism that I'm in. Because what it involves is researching a whole bunch of things that you thought you knew, and then it turns out that what you thought you knew was wrong. When you peer behind the veil, when you look below the surface, it turns out that what you thought you knew was false. And it turns out that everything that the people in the so-called truth movement have been telling you was false and a misdirection. They completely took you off the scent. They didn't mean to do it. These people don't mean to do it. They're just repeating the stories other people have told them. So it's just basically the blind leading the blind. And then someone like me comes along and he says, okay, I will look into that for myself. I will trace down the scientific papers for myself. I will read through them. I will read through their references and their bibliography and go and read the other studies. Read through the methodology, the findings, the discussion. Yeah, find out what their sample sizes are. And so you go through this process, and then an article that you think is going to take maybe 2 or 3 days to write takes 2 weeks. And by the end of it, you're sitting there at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night, and you finally press publish on the piece, and you realize it's one of the most important things you've ever written in your life. And you also realize that this isn't going to stop. This isn't going to stop, man. This isn't going to stop. Today, the Asch experiment. In a couple of weeks, I'll go and look at something else. And then something else. And pretty much every time, I will discover something and I'll be like, why am I the first person in this scene to discover this? And the answer is because I'm the only person in this scene actually doing any research. The other content creators in this scene are a pack of clowns, fools, and charlatans, with almost no exception. And I don't mean that as a criticism. I mean that as an observation. Of course they're clowns, fools, and charlatans. That's what the masses want. The masses want clowns, fools, and charlatans repeating the same nonsense stories over and over again. Yeah? It's like how people don't like a song when they first hear it, but after they've heard it on the radio 5 or 10 or 15 times, they start to enjoy it. Yeah? Because they get used to the tune. They get used to the melody. They get used to the hook. And now there's a part of their brain that seems to like get some reward from knowing the words, and all of a sudden a song that they hated they now love. That's what the truth scene is, man. It's just a whole bunch of people repeating the same bullshit stories to each other, feeling smart. And then someone like me comes along, and then I'm like, well, I thought I was smart for repeating those stories. I used to repeat the stories about Asch, the Asch experiments, until I decided to actually go and look into it properly, and what I discovered shook me to the core of my miserable soul. But here's the thing, guys. I've had a few people contact me recently saying, oh, JLB, the entrance fee to your website is too high. $60 Australian, that's too high. You know, you shouldn't be charging that much. If your stuff is the best, you shouldn't be charging that much. To you people, I say, actually, I'm going to start charging more. That's exactly what I'm going to start doing. I think maybe next month I'll make the entrance fee $70, and then in February I'll make it $80, and I might just make an extra $10 every month. So anyone who gets in now, you only pay the entrance fee one-off. But going forward, every subsequent month, increase that entrance fee, because every month I'm adding to the back catalogue. Every month the value of this website gets greater. And every month I have used up one more month of my life doing research that nobody else either can do or will do for some reason. Okay? On the 29th of December, when other people are out partying, getting drunk, having fun, I'm sitting there at a cafe reading through scientific papers and discovering that everything I've been told by the ACT realm and everything you're being told is in fact a lie, and that there's way more to the story, but we've all been misdirected. That's what I'm learning, and that's what I'm sharing. And I'm happy to keep doing that, and I'm happy to keep charging a premium for it, because this is the best stuff on the internet today. So if you want to get in while the entrance fee is only $60, do so before January 1st I'm going to increase it to $70. And then I think I'll increase it $10 every month so that someone who joins the site in 6 months' time, they'll be paying $120 to join. And you might say, oh, JLB, no one will pay that. That's what people said about my website in the first place. People will never sign up for a subscription-based, truth-related website. People will never sign up. Those people, just like most people in this scene, were wrong. Look at this. We've got more than 100 people who are members of the site right now. And that number just keeps on growing. And all of these people are now in the credits for this piece that I just released. Okay, so these people do exist. We get together once a month. No, we get together once a week, actually. It's every Sunday for me. It's tomorrow morning for me. Saturday night for Americans, and we chat about anything. Which is why, if we go to johnlebon.com, that's why you'll find a weekly call. Look at this. Once a week, there's a call. Fantastic stuff. Talk about whatever we want. Probably tomorrow, I will want to talk about the Asch experiment, because I've just spent 2 weeks researching the goddamn thing. But who knows what people want to talk about. We come along, we discuss whatever we want. It's the highlight of my week. It's the highlight of a lot of these people's weeks. That's what they tell me. And of course it is, because we are among a very small number of people who seem to care about the actual truth rather than just repeating the bullshit stories that the NPCs and the lemmings and the conspiratards all seem to repeat. And I can't judge them, because up until a couple of weeks ago, I would have repeated the same bullshit story about the Asch experiment up until a couple of weeks ago. Up until I set aside the time to do the research. And what I discovered has just shaken me to the core of my miserable soul. But you know what? I need some sleep. It's almost 2 o'clock here. So I'll put a link to this latest piece. This is 8,000 words. I mean, it's getting crazy, guys. Let me show you something. This is my little Excel spreadsheet where I keep track of all the work that I've done, all the work that's available on the site, right? So what I just published will be article number 47. Let's put that in. Published on, I got it in just before midnight, or at least that's what I'm claiming anyway. I'm going to put this down to 29. So what's that? 12, 29, 18. Asch revisited. 8,000 words, man. Getting insane. So that takes the total to 180,000 words worth of articles on all kinds of topics. Bitcoin, the so-called truth scene, the outer space hoax, the Truman Show, and the number 23, which are basically the same movie, but no one seems to understand that. 9/11, now the Asch experiment, history hoax, you name it. It's all in there. 180,000 words. Waiting for full members right now. $60 entrance fee. Yeah? That's 250,000 words, man. 250,000 words that I have written over the past 2 years, man. Given my life to this. Given my life, man. I'm 31 years old. What have I done? 31 years old. 250,000 words. That's just the articles. And then you've got all the videos, the podcasts. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And it wouldn't have happened if it weren't for all of these people. And that's why only they will get to see this article, because they're supporting it. They care about it. And if you care about the truth, it's time for you to sign up as well to johnlebon.com while it's only $60, because that price is going to keep going up. Going to keep going up, and so it should. This is the best material on the internet today. You get to join a small but growing number of people around the world who discuss these things and more. No arguing, no fighting, no agendas, no people trying to convert you to new religions like Flat Earth and other shit like that. Nope, just good, intelligent people from all around the world like to discuss things at johnlebon.com. And so while I might occasionally get a little bit frustrated at myself for how much time I've put into this, well, it's worked out. Look at all these people I found. Get to chat about whatever we want. And hopefully some of them will give me some feedback on this article. But I have to go to bed. So December 30, it's now December 30, 2018. John LeBon signing off. He needs some sleep. Boy, do I need some sleep. 2 weeks it took me to write this. Jesus, man, I thought it would take 2 days. It took me 2 weeks, but it's done. Which is good. Now I can sleep easy. Tomorrow, do a call. And then I think it will be time to celebrate. And I hope I don't celebrate too much, because excessive alcohol consumption is not a good thing. Check the links in the info box below. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Shamona.